Happy Blue Friday, Seahawks. Anyways, happy Friday. It is October 16th, so we write that as 10-16-20. We just have a couple quick jobs today. I want you to either draw me a picture or write me a sentence about your favorite part of the Nuffle Bunny story. It's the last page in our literacy packet, page 19. So favorite part of the story, go ahead and do that. That's job 1 today. Job 2, we're gonna make Nuffle Bunny in the wash machine. So in your packet that went home for this week, you should have had a pack of papers that look something like this with the paper clip at the top. You can save these paper clips for when we do our little math spin games. So put that somewhere and save it. You should have a t-shirt. Yours is probably a little bit different color green than mine, I think. But still, you should have a red piece of paper, gray dials, a white bunny, blue water, a white square, and a black circle. Okay, so you're gonna start out with your white paper. Okay, be sure it goes this way. Yeah, this way, not that way, but this way. Okay, you are going to cut out the black circle. It's going to be the inside of our wash machine. So go ahead and cut that out, and remember, we clean up after ourselves, and it's always better to move the paper than your scissors. So my paper keeps moving, my scissors really don't. If we watch, I did not do the best job of cutting on the line though, so make sure you're paying attention and really cut nicely on that line, because this blue paper is made to fit right in that black circle. That gets ready to be recycled or thrown away. You're gonna put glue on the back of this and stick her on down. Remember, when we glue, we do one solid glue all the way around the outside edges, and then a line or an X through the middle, something kind of like that. And we're gonna stick it down closer to the bottom of our wash machine. I'm gonna push real carefully to make sure it sticks really well. My glue adheres, but the black circle is going to go down to the bottom, so I have a space at the top for my dials. Okay, so go ahead and move it down there to the bottom. Then I'm nicely going to cut out my water. It's my blue piece, so I'm going to try to stay on the line and very nicely cut out my water. I'm going to do the wave ripple at the top here. Again, I'm going to move my paper. Move my paper. Move my paper. Okay. So I've got a nice water wave at the top. I'm going to put glue on the back, and we are going to stick it down. So I put glue around the outside edge and through the middle. I'm going to go ahead and try to stick it down to the bottom of my washer the best I can. Doesn't fit perfectly, but very close, like that. Okay, so now I've got the back of my washer, the water in my washer. Now I'm gonna cut out my t-shirt. Do, 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 do. Sometimes it helps to stick out your tongue when you cut. Helps you focus. I do that a lot. Okay, I'm gonna put glue on my shirt. Oops. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it however you want into your wash machine. Like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut out a little red sock. You can draw it first if you want. It's kind of like a candy cane. It goes up, round. Oops. It's gonna come down. And then, oh, I need to get out this paper so I have something smaller to work with. All right. And it's gonna kind of come out and around like so. So I've got a little socky. Okay, I'm gonna put glue on that. Gonna go ahead and sit in my wash machine. So now I've got a sock and I've got a shirt. You might have room for more socks when you're done, or other pieces of red clothing if you want. Okay, so now we're gonna cut out the bunny. Okay, I usually cut it out in 2 separate pieces and glue it together because cutting into that small of a piece is usually pretty hard. So I'm gonna cut around the outside of the body and the arms. I'm gonna leave the arms connected. I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna cut through the neck, back down the other shoulder and arm, like so, and down around the bottom. So I have that cut out and the head of the bunny is still on there, okay? Then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna cut out the head and ears. So I'm gonna go around, head and then up the ears. Get the other ear. Around the ear. Okay. And then back down and around the head. So now I've got a head and a body. I'm gonna put the glue on the black side where the lines are. Okay, so that's the side I'm gonna put glue onto. So I'm gonna glue my body down first, making sure I leave enough room for Nuffle Bunny's head. So I'm gonna glue the body like that. Okay, then I'm gonna glue down Nuffle Bunny's head. So, circle in the ears. Like that. Okay. And I'm going to give Nuffle Bunny a face, so I'm going to get out my crayons. I'm going to get out a black crayon. Go ahead and give Nuffle Bunny some eyes. Little nose. Some whiskers. Little mouth. Okay, Nuffle Bunny was blue and green, but I'm gonna make them white with a little bit of pinkier here. But you can color them all the way in if you'd like and make them blue and green. Completely up to you. Okay. So here he is, sad Nuffle Bunny, stuck in the wash machine. I just need to add my knobs. So I've got this gray paper here. I'm gonna cut out my knobs. I'm gonna go ahead and cut them into 3 separate pieces because it's easier to work with smaller paper when I'm cutting circles. I'm gonna just keep spinning my paper around and around and whoops, around. There's one circle. I'm gonna do another. Round, around. Let's keep going. One more. Round and around and around and around. I'll go ahead and put some glue on my knobs. I'm gonna stick them up in my upper corner. Completely up to you what side you want to put them on. Right, left, middle. Spread them across the top, but your knobs go up at the top. Okay. Knobs. All right. So now I've got my 3 knobs. You could spread them across the top. You could put them on this side. This one I did on the other side. Okay. There's your Knuffle Bunny. Snap a picture of them and send them to me. Your guys' Otis the tractors were so cute last week. I can't wait to see your Knuffle Bunnies. So go ahead and snap a picture and send that to me. You guys are awesome, amazing. Clean up my mess real quick. I'm gonna put my lid back on my glue stick. I'm gonna put my scissors and crayons away. All right. Last thing I want you to look at, or do, I should say, is your weekly reader. Okay? Firefighting team. It says, firefighters don't do their job alone. They work together. How are these firefighters helping each other? So if we open up to the inside, the red boxed picture says, it takes teamwork to drive the truck. Some fire trucks are so big they need 2 drivers. The crew rides on the truck. So there's a driver 1 up here and the crew rides up here. And then there's a driver 2. Oh, I'm doing that backwards. Sorry. Driver 1 up here and the crew rides up here. And then driver 2 is back here controlling the back of the fire truck. We don't have any like that in our town. Not that I'm aware of anyways. But there are some that are that big. The orange box says it takes teamwork to use the ladder. Firefighters hold it steady and another firefighter climbs the ladder. The yellow one says it takes teamwork to fight the fire. Going into a burning building is scary, but the crew goes in together. There's strength in numbers, right? We hear that a lot. It takes teamwork to share a meal. The crew eats together at the station. Good work, firefighters. So you work with the same crew when you work. And you guys, when they're on duty, they live in the firehouse. There's beds in there where they sleep. So if your house catches on fire in the middle of the night, they're already at the fire station by the fire trucks. And they can hop on and come help you. So they live in the fire station when they're on duty. Pretty cool, huh? So what are the parts? Is the big picture on the side. And it says, this is what firefighters look like in their gear. Last year when you were in kindergarten, we had a firefighter come to an assembly. We won't be having an assembly this year. But usually this time of year, it's fire safety month. And so we have firefighters come in and they show us all their gear and tell us not to be scared of them because they sound kind of funny because they have that oxygen mask on so that they can breathe in clean air because of all the smoke. And so they sound kind of muffled like this. And you can hear the from them breathing their oxygen. So they wear a helmet and they have an oxygen tank and the breathing mask, and they carry an axe sometimes to help break down things, to help free you if you're stuck under something. They have on big boots and big bulky gear that protects them from the fire. So it's okay that they look scary. We understand that. Sometimes firefighters look scary when they're all up in their gear, but don't be too scared to say anything, okay? They're here to help you. So if your house is on fire and you're trapped inside, just because you see this big scary thing coming at you doesn't mean you should stay quiet and hide. They're there to help you. So it's help, help, I'm over here, help, help. Okay? So don't be scared of firefighters. They're good people and they're there to help you. Okay? So let's take a look at our back page. It says, what's not safe? Read the fire safety rules, then look at the house to answer the questions. So, fire safety rule 1, don't leave candles burning or the stove on if you leave a room. 2, make sure that nothing is blocking the stairs. If you have stairs in your house, there shouldn't be anything blocking the stairs. 3, make sure smoke alarms are working. Okay? So, which things are not safe in the living room? It wants us to circle them. So the living room is downstairs. So if I go through and look, well, there is a whole bunch of stuff in front of the stairs. You guys see that down there? Yikes. What about their fire alarm? Is it connected and look like it's working, their smoke alarm? No. Oh, no. What about the candle? Do they have a candle burning down there? Oh, they do, and no one's in there with it. That's not good. Okay, what is not safe in the kitchen? Put an X on it. Well, let's see. They have stuff burning or cooking on the stove, and no one's in there watching it. Yikes. What would make the living room safer? Hint, you can choose more than one. So, fixing the smoke alarm would make it safer. Cleaning the bookshelf? I don't think there's anything wrong with the bookshelf. It's got a lot of books on it. Lighting a match, would that make it safer? No. Blowing out the candles, that would make it safer. All right? So, that is everything for the weekly reader. Okay? Also, if you want to snap a picture of your plant and see how it's coming along, last week, everyone who posted, no one had growth yet. So go ahead and snap a picture this week and let's see if we're getting any little green stems starting to stick out of our dirt. The other thing you can do, this is completely optional, is the science spin. Who is awake at night? It's talking about nocturnal animals. Okay. So if you would like to do this and post a picture of it, I will give you 2 extra points for that. Okay, let me write that down so I don't forget. Science spin is going to be worth +2 points. Okay, so that, my friends, is everything for today. I am so super duper proud of you for working so super duper hard this week, and I will talk with you soon.